And we are live. Whoop, hang on.
All right.
Okay. Now we're live. We were live.
Okay. All
I
right.
I didn't have my iPad turned all the way down, so you're going to hear a couple of, extra beeps, but ignore those.
Okay. Will do. Welcome everybody to episode 5 of the All Valley Sunday Night Trivia Championship. Today's guest we have Nate O, who plays Nathaniel. Hey, Nate.
Uh, Hi everybody. It's nice to be here.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining in. As we were going live, I saw that Susan was wishing all the dads a happy Father's Day. So shout out to Susan Gallagher, who's in the group. Owen Morgan is in the group. Looks like he's going to play along as well. We have, so far, I saw at least 2 of our previous champions. First week was Mike P. Then we had Carrie. Second week, Kira was week 3, and then Kevin week 4. So not sure if all 4 are back, but a lot of familiar names for sure in the chat room right now.
Of the 4, the only one I haven't seen yet is Kira. I know Kevin's in there, I know Mike is in there, and I know Carrie's back this week.
Awesome. Yeah, I see her. Shout out to Marvin, who is staying on as a chat moderator there. But also, Marvin, if you want, let us know if you want to go back to participating in these games, and we can have somebody else moderate. Do they get a chance to play too? I don't know.
Carrie plays while she's modding.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go.
I don't think Amy does.
Okay. So shout out to Cobra Kids. She's in here as well. A lot of good turnout. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this special Father's Day edition. Again, shout out to all the fathers and all the single mothers as well, doing the double duty out there. So you are not forgotten for sure. But yeah, thanks you guys for taking the time out of your day today with the family, what have you, to have a little fun. So this week's prize, something a little bit different. I have for the winner of today's trivia game is going to be an official Cobra Kai gym towel. You can take it to the gym, wipe yourself down, to the dojo. If you want to cover your face with it, you can do that. Multiple uses, I would say.
Hang it in your bathroom, dry your hands on it. After you wash your hands for 20 seconds, every time you walk past the sink.
Yeah. It could even be a bathroom decor. You could just let it hang there. You don't even have to use it. But it's pretty badass, if you ask me.
I think so. What kind of swag did they have on set, Nate, that we haven't seen yet? Because I know the big beach towels haven't been sold yet. Do you know of any that were on the show that aren't being sold yet? Do you have any idea?
I really don't. I don't know.
Do you own any? I know that they made some water bottles and things like that. The prop department.
I don't own any of stuff from actual Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay. Well, you are Miyagi though. That could be it too.
Yeah.
Owen says water bottles. Yeah, I definitely have one of those myself. But yeah, we are gonna. How much longer do you think we should wait to give everyone a chance to get in on here?
We usually start about 5:15, so I'd say another 7 minutes or so. We've got 22 people in the game right now, so
nice.
A little low, but it's one of those family holidays.
Oh yeah, we totally get it.
Yeah, kind of like if Christmas is on Sunday, do we do Christmas this year? I don't know. We'll see.
We'll definitely see when we get there, but I don't know. I feel that's a day that we can, have everyone really spend time with their families.
Right. Plus, we'll see if I still have that. If I still have 30 questions in my brain by then.
Well, you would hopefully with the new season coming at some point.
Hopefully before Christmas, yes.
Hopefully, sure. Yeah. So yeah, I guess for those that. I don't know. Do we have this bit of news to kind of announce last week? On Twitter, John Hurwitz says that he had expected something to come out in the next week or two. Did we mention that last time?
I don't think so because he hadn't said it yet. Didn't he say that Wednesday?
I don't even remember, but there you go. There's some exciting news afoot. Within the next week or two, we should be hearing something about the new platform.
Yes.
the new streaming platform. So very exciting stuff. Maybe at that point we'll kind of see, you know, if it's what everyone's hoping for, or is it something a little bit smaller? But yeah, we'll see.
Right? Or if Sony just decided to, chuck it all and make their own.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, available everywhere.
Right.
So surprising to me is I shared a tweet last night, a little bit of a graphic. I did some research on my own there. I just pulled up, 4 of the more notable streaming platforms out there: your Netflix, your Hulu, your Amazon. Is it Video Prime or Prime Video? Prime Video, I believe it is.
Yep.
But also Disney Plus. Disney Plus is only available like in 12 countries.
I love that Disney Plus. It's like the river that will not die.
It's so crazy. Well, I mean, it keeps being brought up, so I pulled that up myself just to kind of compare how many countries are available. Obviously, Hulu is mostly available in the U.S. and U.S. territories. I think it was surprising to see. I think they said Netflix had like 100. It was available in 180 countries, compared to Disney Plus 12 countries. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. Netflix subscribers is probably upwards of 200 million. Amazon Prime, anyway, is not that far behind it, I don't think. And then Hulu being U.S. only, that's like the number 3, and it's got to be way behind them.
I believe it was like 20-something million. I believe Netflix was upwards of 180 as of March of this year.
Oh, wow.
And then Amazon was like 150 or something, not too far behind. But again, those are also people that have Amazon Prime. I mean, how many of them actually watch, the content on there? We don't know.
My husband watched, let's see, was it Upload?
Yeah. That was one that was recommended during our Zoom.
Yeah, he watched that one just because it was on Amazon. Same with The Boys and same with Hunters.
Right, yeah. So there's definitely some things there. Nate, are you watching anything currently? Any shows that you're watching or movies that you've seen as of late?
I have a lot of schoolwork, so I don't really do much. But I watched this one TV show. It's like, I'm not sure how old it is, but it's over already. It's called Community.
Oh, okay. Do you like that?
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, that is a popular show for sure.
Yeah, I've never watched that. I mean, everybody knows I don't watch much TV. I don't get out much, and I don't watch much TV. No? And yeah. I think the last show that I got accidentally hooked on, other than Hoarders, which was, I don't even know how that happened, was The Good Place, and I only watched season 1.
Oh, I hear that's a really good show.
Years ago. Oh my gosh, I bawled all through season 1. I don't know why I never went back and watched the next 3. Because I'm dumb and never think about it, probably.
No, I mean, you have other things, All right, so let's see here. We got about 2 minutes before we start. So for those that don't have already, you guys need to pull up a web browser, go to crowd.live, and it's going to ask you for a code. You're going to need to type in OP6AG. OP6AG.
That's the one.
Yep, so go ahead and do that. You got under 2 minutes before we start.
Yep.
And also, just a reminder, when the answers pop up, do not click them prematurely. You got to wait for the boxes to light up white before you can select them. So no brownie points for clicking early. You actually might have misread the question, might have misread the answer. And also, I believe when it switches from like the muted white to a bright white, the answers kind of shift upwards or downwards or something like that. So you actually might click on the wrong answer too.
Yeah, they go down a little bit. Kate Brett is saying that she can't get in. So what's the problem that you're having, Kate? Can you say specifically? Is it just not taking your code? Because we've got 31 people in.
That's a good. What was that? 9 since you mentioned that last?
Didn't I say we had 18 last time?
No, it was like 20 something.
Was it 20 something by then? Okay, Kate's in.
Oh,
okay.
Kate's good.
Okay, so
okay.
she
Anybody
must have been
else
the
having
31.
a problem?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the letter O, not the number 0.
Oh, okay.
Did I say 0? I think I said O.
Yeah, it is the letter O.
OP648. I always say 4 because it looks like a 4. OP6AG. OP6AG. So, yep, here we go. Susan's taking off, but she wants to wish everybody luck.
Bye,
Thanks, Susan, for tuning
Susan.
in. Love you.
All right.
All right.
We're going to go ahead then and cover up the game URL
Okay.
so people can't be coming in. We
All
are
right.
going to get me on the right question because I'm on question 20 and I need to be on question 1 or else things are going to be really weird. Remember that the first question is a gimme no matter what you answer. You will proceed to the next round. It's just to get everybody, even though I think everybody in here today has played before, just, get everybody into the groove and see how things work and all of that wonderful stuff.
Yep, and let's see here. I believe it was Jim here that made a really good comment. I even never thought about it because I don't scroll down into our not comments, but below, underneath where
The
we have
description?
the description. Thank you. That's a great word. You can always copy and paste the code that's right down below too. I never even noticed that because I don't go past what's on the in the chat room.
Slacker.
Yeah, yep. That's a
Meanwhile, I
future
have
reference.
7 windows open. But anyway.
Sounds
All right.
about right. You're the yeah.
All right, so first question will be Nate. I'm going to go ahead and open the game, and we're going to start it up. And Nate, as soon as you see the question on your screen, go ahead and ask it, and then read the answers, and the timer will start.
Okay, question 1. The Karate Kid opens with Daniel LaRusso and his mother Lucille moving because she got a new job. Where do they move to? A. Okinawa. B. Newark, New Jersey. C. Reseda, California. And D. Seattle.
It's Reseda, California.
And Nate, without answering, do you have a guess? Do you know the answer?
I do know the answer.
You do know the answer. When's the last time you saw the Karate Kid?
I think it was like after it was after season 2 came out.
Okay.
Okay, so not so long ago then.
So it wasn't that long ago.
Okay, so
yeah.
what's the right answer, Nate?
Is it C?
It is. It is Reseda, California. And that is where Johnny lives now, and that is where Miguel lives. So, all right, so then leaderboard, 31 players started, 31 survived, 0 eliminated. Good job, everybody.
Awesome.
Nobody got eliminated on the gimme. That's always good.
That's always good, but I feel that has not been the case in a couple episodes in the past, I feel.
I think if you don't answer at all, it kicks you out. I think you actually have to give them something. So
Right. For those, looks like we got somebody asking where Drew is. He actually has some family plans today and is not going to be able to make it.
Yeah, he said he might stop by the chat. If he can.
Okay. Question number 2. This boy and his family came to Reseda from Ecuador by way of Riverside. What is his name? A. Robbie Keane. B. Miguel Diaz. C. Johnny Lawrence. Or D. Daniel LaRusso.
I put actual effort into making the questions less hard this week.
Okay. Now, Nate, have you interacted with the actor very much at all off camera?
Yeah. I think it was like right before I switched. We had some time together.
Switch dojos? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Kate says she thinks this is the gimme. Yeah, probably. I told you I put effort into making these difficult. Or not making them difficult, rather, because apparently my definition of difficult is way different than everyone else's.
It's a good one.
It is. And that's Miguel, of course. And everyone got that one too. Yay!
All right. Hey, we're off to a good start.
Right?
Yeah.
I try so hard. I really do. I swear. All right, next question, number 3. When Daniel asks Allie if she has a name, She famously answers him, Allie with an I. What does he reply when she asks the same question of him? Does he say Daniel? Daniel with a D? Daniel LaRusso? Or Daniel with an L?
I like to read that answer. A is Daniel, period.
Daniel, period. That's my name. Yep.
One name, like Madonna.
He's about there. LaRusso, definitely. I mean, you say LaRusso, there's pretty well nobody who doesn't know who you're talking about. And the answer, of course, is Daniel with an L. And then he grins at her. That little smile up there on the screen. Oh, he's so cute.
A couple things with this particular question. Number one, shout outs to the Karate Gals who likes to recreate scenes and, stills and scenes. So they actually just did this one, the soccer scene here. So
they did.
Yep, check them out on Instagram. But also, Brihana, fact checking here. Now, I have read that this was an improvised line from Ralph. But if you also watch the rehearsal videos, which John Avildsen likes to shoot, I believe he says the same thing. So that doesn't sound like if it's improvised, if it's been said before.
Unless he improvised it in the rehearsal and they
carried
liked
it over.
And kept it. So
what have you heard or read?
I've heard it was an improv too. But then again, I've also heard it's not. I can't remember off the top of my head if it's written that way in the book. Because if it's in the book, then that means it was in the script that way. And
there you go.
Yeah, but I can't remember off the top. I really need to stop smacking things with this ink pen.
Well, you still have it from last time?
I do. I haven't put the pen down at all in the last 7 days. All right, we did lose two on that one. 2 people thought it was Daniel with a D. But it is Daniel with an L. So now we are on to question 4. And this is for Nate.
Okay. Question 4. Johnny's evening goes from bad to worse when his Firebird is rear-ended in the All Valley Arena parking lot. Who is driving the car that hits him? A. Yasmin, B. Moon, C. Samantha, or D. Aisha?
See, I said that I put effort into making them not hard, right?
Not hard, but yeah, everyone has to kind of remember who drove if they haven't seen season 1 in a while.
I get my definition of hard is so far removed from everyone else's because I just know this stuff. I'm sorry. I suck.
No, you don't.
Well, we'll find out how bad. And the answer is Yasmin, which Sam very tearfully, frantically tells her mother, we lost 2. It does appear. One person said Moon and one person said Sam.
That's what I was going to ask, yeah, because, I mean, we see Moon driving in season 2, and wasn't it her car that they were smoking weed in?
Yeah, behind the Captain D's.
Yep. Yeah, so, if you don't watch it as often as, like, I'm going to use this word loosely because I don't want anyone getting offended, but the hardcore fans, you might be like, oh, God, who was behind the wheel, I think most of us do remember Sam was in the back seat.
You could have just said, if you don't watch it as often as Bree.
No, I didn't want to say that.
You could. I would not be offended because that's the God's honest truth.
I'm going to step away real quick to take a call, okay?
Okay. I don't know what to do because it's your question. But...
You can read it.
Okay. All right. So I will be Peter on this one, I guess. So we'll move on to question 5. Back to the Karate Kid again. Question 5, who was the 1983 All-Valley champion? Was it Daryl Vidal, Johnny Lawrence, Bobby Brown, or Jerry Robertson? The 1983 All-Valley Under-18 Karate champion. You know this one, Nate, don't you?
I'm not sure which one 1983 is, but
okay.
I have a guess.
Okay, what's your guess?
Is it A? Oh, no, it's probably B, actually.
It is B. It is Johnny. That was the year that Johnny won. One of the years that Johnny won. Oh, someone said Daryl Vidal. So we did lose one on that one.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. All right. So we did lose one on that one. One person said that the 1983 champion was Daryl Vidal.
Oh, yeah.
So moving on to question 6. We've not had any massive. We've not had any crane kicks yet today. So
Not
that's
yet.
boding well.
That's good too. We're going to try to stretch this out a little bit. We don't want them. Hey, as fun as it is to watch the crane kick to the face, I don't think we want to lose that many people that soon.
No. All right. And so we'll move on to question 6. Peter, you go ahead and take this one, so we'll get our numbers evened out here.
Okay, question 6. Fill in the blank to complete this quote. What? You looking at that karate? No, it's my fucking blank. Is it A, boss, B, boss, C, hobby, or D, dad? Is that correct? Is A and B are supposed to be? Okay.
No.
All right. No, okay.
A was the answer from last week, and I forget what the question was, but I was like, I'll have to make sure and change that. I did not mean to have the same answer twice. That
Okay.
was just me being, a dummy.
So maybe you can guess maybe what the answers might not be.
Right. It's going to narrow it down to one of two, and for the correct answer, we shall actually just ask Robbie.
I like these.
What, you looking
Yeah,
at that karate?
these go real well.
No. It's my fucking dad.
And it's Robbie's fucking dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the double boss kind of, I hope nobody said that.
Let's find out.
Nobody said boss, either boss.
Okay, that's good. All right. Not A or B. Got
Right,
it. Boss
and
A, boss
nobody
B. Yeah.
said hobby. Everyone survived on this one.
I mean, it is the first use of the F word on the first season.
Right.
First and only, right?
Tanner got the first F-bomb. Was that the only F-bomb? Well, Daniel
I think
got 2
one per season.
fuzz, but he got cut off both times.
Right.
It was just paint the fucking thing and motherfucker were the 2 that Daniel got cut off on. So
Oh.
I wish they'd let him cuss.
He will, I'm sure.
I think he probably would. All right. So apparently Mike said that I was not nice for putting Daniel as an option for the 1983 champion, but nobody guessed Daniel. So
You were kind not to put Daniel.
neener. Oh.
Did you read that correctly?
Okay. Yeah, because it was Bobby and Tommy were the other 2. All right. I did not read it correctly. And Daniel wasn't even an option. See? Once I put the answers down, I can't remember. I've slept since then. All right. So, next question, number 7. This is for Nate.
Okay. Question 7. Terry Silver has 2 other young men in his employ before he hires Mike Barnes. What are their names? A. Snake and Dennis. B. Bobby and Tommy. C. Taro and Toshio. D. Brooks and Rory.
Otherwise known as Bong Rips and Tall Guy.
Ooh, who calls Rory tall guy?
Me, when I can't
Okay.
remember his name. I'm
Got
like,
it.
the tall guy.
Doesn't he the one that does the flip off the
Yes.
into the pool? Okay.
Yep, does the flip into the pool. Just naming off, henchmen and sidekicks that we know the names of. I could have really put Louie and Anoush, I guess, but
I suppose so, yeah.
that's Snake and Dennis. That is our friend, our very, very good friend. I love him so much. Sensei William Christopher Ford. And Jonathan Avildsen, John Avildsen's son, playing Snake and Dennis.
That's right. Also, as pictured there, we have interviews with Sean Kanan, who plays Mike Barnes, and Sensei William Christopher Ford, who plays Dennis.
Yes. Yeah, and one of the ones with Sean Kanan wasn't all that long ago.
Right. That is actually a YouTube video as well on our channel. So if you haven't seen that, definitely scroll down below afterwards.
Yep. Yeah, Dan says Snake creeps him out. Snake doesn't creep me out as much as Jonathan Avildsen's take on Mike Barnes.
Yes, there is a YouTube video of that too. Not
Yeah.
on our channel.
He was not ours,
yeah,
but he was pretty creepy. There was all kinds of really inappropriate things coming out of his portrayal of Mike Barnes. What do you think of Mike Barnes? Do you have an opinion, Nate?
Nate?
Not really.
You haven't seen the third one?
I've not.
Okay.
I barely like. If I have seen it, I think I saw it like a long time ago. So I really don't know. Like.
Okay.
I was asking because he's kind of a hot button topic in the fandom.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Pretty divisive.
Well, not really divisive. It's just everybody wants him, and half the fandom wants him, and the other half said, "But he's not even a Cobra. Why do we care?"
Right.
Which both are true. I think he'd be great as a Psycho.
Sure. And we don't know, where he's been in 20 or 35 years.
Right. He may have turned into a decent human being. We'll never know.
Maybe.
Or maybe we will. Who knows?
Question 8. Miguel hits it big on the skee ball game at Golf and Stuff. What does he buy for Sam with his tickets? Was it A, 15 necklaces, B, an eraser, C, a stuffed octopus, or D, 37 lambs? Okay, I'm going to need some explanation for some of these answers after we...
Yeah, you'll absolutely get them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had to turn on closed captioning to get those alternative answers, because those are the three things that he tells her that she can get.
I gotcha. Okay.
He's like, you can get 15 necklaces, an eraser, or 37 lambs. And I'm like, there's no way he's saying lambs. But yes, he actually is. But what he gets her is a stuffed octopus, Senor Octopus, because the octopus is Hispanic now.
Yes, it is.
And he becomes the metaphor for so many things. I love that octopus.
All right.
I hope everyone got that one. Yes, everyone got that one. Nobody missed. Yeah, see, I did it. I did my job.
Good job.
I'm asking good questions.
I think so.
You don't have to be a psycho-obsessed person like me to know the answers to. At least until we get up into the teens. Then all bets are off, because they're supposed to be harder by then.
And I think we're still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
23 people left.
Yeah, I think we're doing real well. We lost the 8 like 2 questions ago, and that's where we are. So, all right, question 9. Allie breaks up with Daniel on prom night by telling him she's fallen in love with a football player from what college? Is it USC, Cal State, Stanford, or UCLA?
Also, shout out to the Karate Kid Part 2 celebrating its 34th anniversary the other day.
Yesterday, yep.
Was it yesterday?
It
Holy
was
cow.
yesterday.
Oh my God, I have my days all mixed up. And then when the day came, I'm like, the day was already almost over and I hadn't posted anything about that. But I guess now is a better time than any. But for those that enjoy the Karate Kid Part 2, even like the character I've chosen, I interviewed Yuji Okamoto. It was one of my favorite episodes ever.
Yep.
So check that out. Yeah.
And don't feel bad. I didn't say anything about it either. But then again, no one should feel bad for not saying anything about it, because neither did Sony.
Yeah. Well, you probably got like some 20-something-year-olds running the Twitter account for that hadn't seen Karate Kid 2, probably.
Well, and 34 isn't really a very big deal. Next year, 35.
I gotcha.
Let's get something out of 35. Anyway, the football player that Allie fell in love with is from UCLA.
AKA Josh Heald.
Yes, Josh Heald is the football player from UCLA. We did...
You guys would get that joke if you follow everyone on Twitter.
Yes. We lost 4 people.
I'm assuming they chose USC?
3 people chose USC. 1 said Cal State.
Oh, Cobra Kids just reminded us tomorrow is it the Karate Kids 36th anniversary tomorrow?
Yes.
Holy cow.
No.
And wait.
I thought it was 24th.
What's today? 20th to 21st.
Today's the 21st. Between Karate Kid 2 was the 20th. Between Karate Kid and Karate Kid Part 3, one is the 26th and one is the 22nd. Or one is the 24th and one's the 22nd.
Well,
So
I know.
if she's saying that, then it probably is. The Karate Kids is tomorrow, and then Karate Kid Part 3 would be the 24th. Yeah, they were all set to be released like the same day in June, but it ended up being different dates because they were 5-6 years apart. So
right.
That's what happens with calendars.
So how many? What happened here? It looks like a lot of people are out or something.
Oh, we lost 3. We lost 4. We went from 23 to 19.
Gotcha. Okay. We got a lot of people confirming the 22nd.
Yep, the 22nd
Amy and Mike
for the
B.
original.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And moving on to the next question. Doing pretty good. I think we've got more still in on question 10 than we've had in a while.
I think so.
Question 10. What gets spray painted on the side of Daniel's 47 Ford during the break-in at Miyagi-Do? Does it say strike first, no mercy, Cobra Kai never dies, or is it a picture of a rocket ship? Daniel and spray paint don't get along real well.
It doesn't seem like it, no.
No, and he had his chance to buy some, and he didn't do it.
Yeah. Nate, were you on set that day for this scene?
I was not actually.
Okay, you were actually at the dojo still.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai dojo.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because this is the event that spurred the mass migration.
Right.
All right, and the correct answer is Cobra Kai never dies in bright red letters, with Ralph Macchio standing in the wings going, "Are you sure it's going to come off? Are you sure it's going to come off?" About the temporary spray paint. And I, you know what, to be completely honest, I would be the same. If I owned that car, I wouldn't let anybody touch it, let alone spray paint it. But, got to do what you got to do.
Sure, I totally get it. And I remember the feeling I had when I first saw that, too. Again, just the whole season, too, so much disrespect from everybody, from Kreese saying my condolences to the spray paint, the cigar in the plant, all of that.
I actually was happy it was red spray paint, and I will tell you why. Because I accidentally read a spoiler in an article that was published a week before the premiere.
Season 2? Oh, okay.
And Hurwitz shared it. And he had shared nothing else that had spoilers in it, so I felt really safe.
Okay.
And then I'm reading along, and it talks about, this act of vandalism at Miyagi-Do, and that it involved the car.
Interesting.
And
Did not see that one.
We had all the shots of Miguel and all the talk about the cement truck. And I was absolutely terrified that they were going to pull an extreme Back to the Future on Daniel's car.
Interesting, with cement.
With cement instead of
manure.
Wow. I was terrified.
I mean, manure would be even worse, I think. Well, I don't know. Either way is pretty bad.
Well, yeah, you get concrete out of, 70-year-old leather.
Right.
Don't know that that's possible.
Then you got manure all over the upholstery and seats and cushions and all these things. Probably hard to get the smell out, too.
Yeah, and Biff's car was a 47 Super Deluxe, wasn't it? Or was it a 48?
You know what? I don't know.
It's one or the other.
I do not have that Hot Wheel yet.
Ah.
Wait, hold on. I think I do have one with the manure in it, or maybe I don't know. I have to go back. I have a lot of things there.
Okay,
a lot of toys.
Check that out. 2 people did say no mercy, so we did lose 2 people on that one. But yes, it is Cobra Kai never dies.
All right, we got Kate and Mike P confirming that it was a 47.
Okay.
Yeah, Biff drives a 47.
All right, so next question to Nate.
Okay, question 11. Fill in the blanks to complete this quote. What do you expect me to do? Focus. Oh, great. And what are you going to do? And options are A is pray, B is breathe, C is watch, and D is meditate.
I love how pissed Daniel is in this scene. He is just so mad.
This entire sequence is amazing. Nate, I don't know if or when you saw the Karate Kid Part 2 last, but do you have a guess for this one?
Not really.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you know the answer, but we are going to once again go to the source.
What do you expect me to do?
Focus.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Pray.
And Mr. Miyagi is going to pray. And Daniel is so angry about that. Just the look on his face. Oh my God.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, it cracks me up so much.
Speaking of Nate doing Miyagi, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, we did release a video earlier this week, matter of fact, where Nate and Owen both joined me, and we did a little script reading where Owen was Kreese and Nate was Miyagi when they first meet each other at the Cobra Kai dojo.
Fantastic. Taking it to the next generation.
Yeah.
Completely skipping a generation and going to the next generation.
They're the future.
Right? All right, we lost 3 on that one. Let's see, what were the other... looks like it was split between Breathe and Watch. We've reached the point where we now have, enough people playing that aren't still on the leaderboard. I can't really tell how many of each, but we did lose 3 on that one.
Okay.
Breathe would also be appropriate because Daniel did breathe, the breathing exercise before. And Mr. Miyagi, he didn't actually watch. He had his eyes closed.
He did. He absolutely had his eyes closed. So he could have been Meditate too, but I'm assuming nobody chose Meditate?
No one chose Meditate.
Okay.
But I mean, we've never actually saw him. I guess we saw him pray. We saw him sit down to meditate and then fall asleep. So Mr. Miyagi's meditation ends up in snoring. Yeah. As you do, because everyone falls asleep on their knees.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Question 12. Is that right? 12?
Yes.
Okay, I thought we did 12 last time. But anyway, 12. When Anthony talks to Johnny during breakfast at the LaRusso house, Johnny asks him if they have something. What does he ask for? Was it A, salt, B, ketchup, C, hot sauce, or D, ranch dressing?
And that was a complete accident, the screenshot, the expression on Johnny's face. But I love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great scene, aggressively shaking something a little bit later.
Yeah, way to almost give the answer there. Or at least eliminate one of the incorrect ones, because Johnny
you can shake any of those.
Yeah, Johnny is very aggressive with the salt shaker.
Aggressive eating.
He asked Anthony for ketchup. I definitely see Johnny as being a hot sauce or ketchup on everything kind of guy. I don't think he even knows what ranch dressing is.
Well, I mean, I think he would only use it for salad, though, if he even ate salad. I don't know if he would use it for dipping fries.
Probably not. He might eat it on pizza, though.
Really?
I think he might be one of those people that puts ranch dressing on pizza.
I think that's too fancy for him. Maybe 18-year-old Johnny. I don't know if that was even a thing back then, though.
No, ranch dressing wasn't a thing then.
I did have ranch dressing. Well, I had ranch dip with my fries today for lunch.
I had French onion dip. I'm having French onion dip with my supper. But
that's amazing.
I've never eaten ranch on pizza. My kids do it. I think it's
Nate,
a kid thing.
Nate, do you like ranch with anything? Fries, pizza?
Yeah, I like ranch with pizza crust.
Oh, okay. Any kind of crust, or does it have to be like garlic crust, or?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay.
I'm with Amy. I eat it on wings.
I like that with wings too. Absolutely.
I can eat.
Nate,
the hell
are you
out
a
of
wings
chicken
guy?
Wings.
Yes, I am.
What is your poison? What's your favorite flavor? Garlic parm? You like the garlic parm?
I don't eat cheese.
Okay.
So I'm okay with like pizza and stuff, but like certain things I don't eat.
You're not lactose intolerant, are you?
I'm not lactose intolerant.
Oh, okay. You're just not a big fan of cheese.
I just never found it appetizing.
Yeah. Okay.
But I like a buffalo and lemon.
Oh
pepper.
yeah, classic buffalo. What was the second one?
Lemon pepper.
Oh, okay. I like that one too.
Yeah.
Good flavors. Good flavors.
Lemon pepper, good. Teriyaki wings. I really like teriyaki wings.
Everyone, let's go to Wingstop afterwards.
B-dubs. Making a run to B-dubs.
Whichever's closer.
Okay, we lost 3 people on that one. No, we didn't. We didn't lose any on that one. I can count.
Oh, good. Good.
We went from
Okay.
14 to 14, and I'm like, we lost 3. No, we didn't. All right, so we've got JNP Dormer. We've got Kim Nerd. We've got Iron Mario. We've got Mike P. Into House. Sam McShizzle. Quixip. Kyle. Charles and Ina. Jackie. Kevin. Helen. Jim Brony. And Kate.
Yeah, and shout outs to those that live afar, in other countries that are, probably participating 3 a.m, whatever time it is over there.
Like
Thank
Jackie?
you guys for getting up. Yeah, well, Jackie, Helen. Yeah, sure appreciate it, everyone.
Yeah, 'cause Jackie's you're in Australia, aren't you, Jackie?
I believe she is,
Yeah, I
and
think she
Helen's
is.
in Italy. Yeah.
Yep. Helen's in Italy, and Kevin's in Canada. It's a foreign
Right.
country, but
Yeah,
same.
foreign, but similar time zones.
Right, same time zone, so it counts.
Kid Shoddy is from Scotland. There we go. Ooh,
Oh,
interesting.
wow!
Not a lot
Hello
of
from
yeah.
Scotland. All right, this one is yours, Peter.
Okay, wait. No, I read the last one.
Oh, nope, this one's me. I didn't mark it off. Ha!
Ah,
Okay, I'm back to form. I'm forgetting whose turn it is.
all right, drink.
Question.
Brianna got it right.
Brianna did it wrong. Everybody take a shot. Question 13. Daniel pays for Allie's lunch in the cafeteria the day after the soccer tryouts. How much does it cost him? Is it $4.50, $2.25, $3.75, or $5.95? And this was actually really expensive for school lunch, even in 1984.
You know what's crazy is that now we're paying upwards of like $10 for a quote unquote. I guess they're not even called value meal anymore at your local fast food chain. I remember a Big Mac meal used to be $2.99.
When I worked there, it was $2.99. It was $3.18 after tax, and it was that way for years and years and years.
We don't have sales tax here, so
Yeah, brag more.
okay. Well, we have gas attendants, so we don't pump our own gas here.
Oh my
I
gosh!
think that's all I got.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
Anyway, when he first got his lunch, all of his food, his full meal was $2.50. He got her a piece of pie and a carton of milk, and it added $1.25 to it. It was $3.75.
I mean, it's Allie. She got the discount.
Yes. That was the most expensive piece of pie in human history, and then it ended up on Daniel's butt anyway, so it didn't even really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And, there we go. Down to 8 from 14.
Whoa.
That one took out that one. I told you that it would get difficult in the teens. Did I lie?
Yeah. No, you did not. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough one. I think I would have lost out on that one too.
Yeah. No. We get to the teens and they're hard. So, sorry.
Rain kick to the face.
Yeah. That one was really hard. I tried to make them like so far apart that maybe that would kind of lead people in the right direction. But yeah.
Sorry, I was laughing at what Amy said.
But little birds dress you in the morning too, and you're exactly.
No sales tax and gas attendants, but I'm sure we have to pay for more for other things, right? Rent and mortgage. I'm sure it all balances out.
And those legal things.
Sure, that too.
Got to pay some tax on that.
Yeah, unless you have friends that own them.
$2.25 was actually the answer, and several people did put $2.25. That is what it probably should have been in 1984. $3.75 is crazy expensive for a lunch with a piece of pie. I mean.
Here's a question for the chat room here. This just because I know that we probably have like a variety of like age groups here in the chat room. Everyone in the chat room, type in what is the cheapest you ever paid for a gallon of gas. I feel mine was like $1.09. What's the cheapest I ever when I first started driving was a gallon.
Oh my God, I don't even remember. I can remember my dad getting it, and it was like 89 cents, and that was in the late, probably early to mid 80s. Late 70s was like $1.12, and everybody thought that that was just this crazy, insane amount because, you know, the gas crisis was going on and things like that. But everything was so much easier, not easier, but cheaper anyway in the 70s.
I guess the other thing is, like, it kind of depends, you know, the state, sometimes even the city too, now that I think about it. But we got Switch, she says 95 cents. Kyle, 169. Well, that's last month. Wow,
How old are you, too. Kim Nerd?
So let's see what else we got. 87 cents back in 2000. That's really good for 2000.
Yeah, that is.
Because I started driving about 97, 98, and it was like $1.09.
Oh
see,
my gosh, he's 15. He's a baby.
Kim Nerd is?
Yes.
Wasn't that one of the leading people like in round 2 or something?
And he still is. He's in the top
amazing.
8 now.
Awesome. So there we go.
This kid, you know your stuff, Kim Nerd.
Yeah. So, Nate, are you driving right now? Have you been driving?
I'm
you're not. Okay.
Old enough to. Well, I'm getting my permit whenever I turn, like next September.
Yeah.
Are you 14, awesome. Nate?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
I'm surrounded by babies.
I forget too.
I love it though.
Yeah.
I mean, my baby is almost 19. So, yeah. It's just, God, when did I get old? Anyway, moving on. Next question. This one is for Nate.
Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Question 14. In season 2, Hawk gets a second tattoo. What does it say? A is Moon, B is Cobra Kai, C is Mom, and D is No Mercy.
Oh my gosh, Dan is 14 too. It makes me happy though, like how many kids are in this fandom.
Yeah, and I mean it's amazing.
That's because of you guys, Nate. That you guys are the ones drawing the kids in, and that's pretty stinking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to be in the show, like. I'm in high school, so. But.
I mean, if you were picked up, you know, you were. For those that don't know, Nate, you were on our show as well, and kind of talked about it how you were originally cast as a background Cobra and got upgraded, you know, to a speaking role and all of that. So if the idea was for you to kind of rival against Bert, I would imagine that Nathaniel and Bert are supposed to be the same age. So at the earliest freshmen.
That's what I think. But I mean, this would be the start of their sophomore year because they were freshmen.
Right, because Bert was there last year.
Yeah, Bert was freshman in season 1. For anyone who's wondering, Kevin is lying, or he's the world's only 19-year-old with 2 children. No. Okay, take that back.
What?
The world's only 19-year-old with 2 children that are impossible for him to have given birth to at like 9, or his wife, you know, at 9. So, yeah, Kevin's lying. He's not 19. I don't actually know how old Kevin is, but definitely not 19.
Well, now he's saying he owns a DeLorean. What's going on here? What am I missing?
Oh, because he went back in time to when he was 19.
I gotcha. Okay, all right. That's what happens when you don't read the entire chat room. So
right. Well, on the topic of Hawk's tattoo, by the way.
Yes.
It says Moon. Just figured we should probably answer the question. Everybody got it right.
All right. Good.
It's right on his chest. Never ever get a tattoo. Nate, all you young kids out there in the chat, never ever get a tattoo of your girlfriend's name.
That's right. That's why. I mean, it sounds silly, but that's why, like, on TV shows and stuff, everyone gets one that says mom with a heart.
Right. Well, yeah, because, you know, your mom's always going to be your mom. But unless you actually marry the girl or know you're going to marry the girl, tattoos of girlfriends, bad idea. And for the girls, tattoos of boyfriends. I say, sitting here knowing that I got my husband's name tattooed on me 2 years before we got married. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you say bad idea, which it is, but growing up, we always said bad luck.
Yeah, it's like a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before, too. Oh, Kyle gets other people's girlfriends' names. I could see that from you, Kyle.
Well, that works. That works. As long as it's not your own.
Yeah, that's definitely his style. I could see that. You're not going to break up with him, right? So what do you care?
Exactly.
All right, next question for Peter.
Okay, question 15. When Mr. Miyagi asks about Tomi Village, the man they ask has never heard of it. What does the sergeant he asks tell him? A. It doesn't exist anymore, Corporal. B. It's 10 miles west, Corporal. C. You're standing on it, Corporal. Or D. It's right over there, Corporal.
And everybody's going to get about 5 extra seconds because I forgot to push the timer, but...
No worries. Like, the more I say corporal, it just sounds weirder and weirder.
It stops being a word.
Yeah.
Right? But you got to put it in there because that's
you got to. It's part of the quote. Yeah,
that's the one word that's definitely part of it. So
I like this line, too.
It's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, you're standing on it, Corporal. Get them out of here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, clearly, the sergeant, he knows, I don't know. I just like the choice in the answer from the sergeant.
Yeah. It's a really good one, and the corporal has no clue that he's standing on what used to be apparently a rather large Okinawan fishing village.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so down to our top 7 here, and we've got Jeff, Mike, Kevin, Quicksip, Charles, Kate, and Kim Nerd.
Kate, did you guess that one? Is that what she says? Holy freaking cow! So I wonder what happened there.
Kyle's feeling personally attacked. Okay, you did do really, really well, Jackie. So good on you. And if you're gonna go out, that's one that I kind of obscured it a little bit by putting Corporal in all the fake answers too.
Yeah.
So blame it on me. Everyone will believe you.
Or watch Karate Kid 2, because it sounds like maybe some people need to revisit it.
She's the only one that missed it.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying in general, not her personally, but just in general. People need to rewatch that.
Just in general, everyone needs to rewatch it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so question 16. Johnny has a dream about Carmen that resembles every 80s hair band music video ever made. What song accompanied it? Love in an Elevator by Aerosmith, Here I Go Again 87 by Whitesnake, Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue, or Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. And that dream made me so happy. So happy. I love it.
It was a good one. Vanessa Rubio came on the show and talked about how this was a last-minute addition. And when she didn't say who, but when one of the writers came to her with the idea, she thought it was a joke. And so they filmed it.
Yeah.
But let's reveal the answer real quick because I got a comment about one of those answers.
Oh, maybe I should go back and show the crowd. Ah! I skipped it again. It was Here I Go Again 87, by the way.
All right.
Everyone got it.
Very good. So the comment I was about to make. So I know who Van Halen is, the band, and I'm sure if I heard that song Hot for Teacher, maybe I would know it. But I'm wondering now if that's like the inspiration for Yaya's line. Oh, you look, too hot for teacher. That line.
Oh, based on what she was wearing, that Rosa thought was hot
yeah.
for teacher.
Right.
I think that's an expression before it was a song.
It is an expression, but I didn't know that song title, so now I wonder.
It's in the same episode, and there are so many '80s song references and titles and music playing throughout. That's all from Glory of Love.
Sure.
And they name dropped music everywhere in that episode. So if that came from the Van Halen song, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Would not surprise me. All right, so same 7. Everybody got that one right, and it was Whitesnake 8, or it was Here I Go Again 87 specifically, because that's the one that has the slow section at the beginning.
I believe you.
How obscure is that?
Oh, I'm sure people got it.
Right. Well, Carrie definitely knows because she was in charge of, choosing our music. So, all right. So, next question is for Nate.
Okay. question 17. So the official theme song of The Karate Kid isn't "You're the Best Around," but this song by Survivor. What is the title? Or what is its title? Eye of the Tiger, Burning Heart, The Search is Over, or D, The Moment of Truth?
I love Survivor. I just do. There's like no band more 80s than Survivor.
I'd agree with that.
Especially 80s cinema. They like did the theme song for everything. For example, Eye of the Tiger is the theme song for Rocky 3. Burning Heart is the theme song of Rocky 4. The Search is Over, I don't think is the theme song of anything. I just really, really love that song.
It's a good song. Yeah.
And it's the moment of truth.
It is the moment of truth. Real quick, the Search is Over. That song, my aunt, she used to karaoke that song often, and that's how I was introduced to it. But it also inspired the title of a song that I would later write in 2002 called My Search is Over.
Aww.
Yeah, it was a rap. I had a phase.
Oh my god. Dudes. Oh no, Kim Nerd was out on that one.
Oh, that was
Did
kind
Eye
of
of the
a hard
Tiger
one.
get you, Kim Nerd? Because that's the one that usually comes up because that's the one that, You're the Best was passed over for in Rocky 3. But, we lost him. But we're down to 6.
Do we have 2 Kates that are playing? There's something going on in the chat there. Or maybe she keeps saying that she's missing it, but then
another lucky guess, she said.
Yeah.
She's thinking that she's out and then she's not. So, yeah, so
Pretty awesome.
we've got kicking in here. We've got Mike P, Kevin, Quicksip, Jeff, Kate, and Charles. So we are moving right along. 17, 18 is where 18 is the question that Kevin won on last week. So we'll see how question 17 goes for everyone this week. This one should be fairly simple, Peter. This one's for you.
Okay. Number 18. Before being cast as Tori with a Y in season 2 of Cobra Kai, Peyton List played Emma Ross on which 2 long-running Disney Channel shows? A. That's So Raven and Corey in the House. B. Jesse and Bunked. C. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and The Sweet Life on Deck. Or D. Once Upon a Time and Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. And Nate, without answering, do you happen to know the answer?
I actually do.
You do know. Did you watch those shows?
I personally did not, but my cousin, they were obsessed with the show, I guess. So.
No kidding. So what were they? What was? Have you talked to them ever since being on Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
What do they think about you having worked with Peyton List?
Well, they were like, I guess they're like super happy, and I got Peyton was actually nice enough to make a video for my younger cousin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, she seems like such a sweetheart. I'm just going to choke to death on my soda, but she really does seem like such a sweetheart. Excuse me, everyone. I'm just going to die over here.
Okay, while you're dying, Drew just popped in to say hello.
Hello, Drew.
Are you okay now? Do I need to call for medic?
No, hang on. Give me a second.
You all right?
Yeah. Went down the wrong tube.
Oh, that sucks. Especially it's soda too.
Right. Yeah, it's Mountain Dew. But thank you. That was a much more considerate reaction than I got last week when I said I was going to die, which was okay. And then you moved on to whatever else you were going to say.
You know what? I mean, I have heard what you said.
Right. Yeah. You have hear what I say all the time anyway. What's the answer?
What is the answer? B, Jesse, or B? Oh, yes. The answer is B, Jesse and Bunked.
Yes. If I'd thought about it, I would have put that in A, because then they would have been stacked in increasing length of show title.
Jesse is the one that I am familiar with. I don't think I've ever heard of Bunked.
Excuse me. Oh, what was that? Oh, Bunked is those same kids at summer camp. They
That's
went
crazy.
and became counselors in summer camp.
I mean, obviously, I watched sitcoms back in the day where there's like variations of it, but these titles were usually the same. You know, like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and The Sweet Life on Deck. Like you get that. Bunked. Yeah, I had no idea that was a spinoff.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's the same characters, I get that, but like you think about Perfect Strangers and Family Matters. You know, it's a spinoff with Harriet, but people forget that or don't know because how are you supposed to know when it's just one character that they take?
Right. All in the Family and the Jeffersons.
Mm-hmm.
It was based on George Jefferson. NCIS at least and Law and Order and CSI, they kept the main part of the title as they went across.
Right.
We did lose 3 on that one. And as far as I can tell, again, because more people are playing than are on the leaderboard, pretty evenly spread across all of the options. I bet the one that got the most votes was The Sweet Life.
Well, Kyle says Karate Kid 2 is a sequel to Karate Kid. I call BS, sir. I don't think you're right.
No, not at all. And, Ralph Macchio looks just like Daniel LaRusso. He could definitely play his brother.
I think so. I mean, clearly he's older in part 2, so can't be the same person.
Yes.
Yeah.
We lost Jeff on that one, I know.
Oh, yeah.
We lost Mike.
We lost Mike. Well, what was the question? Oh, you know what? I mean, again, it's kind of harder when it's stuff outside of, what we're used to seeing them on. When you're talking about, like, the other stuff, it's kind of...
Yeah.
You got to kind of guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I told you before, the equalizer question when Owen was on, 8 is enough. Actually, that might have been on the first episode.
8 is enough was Owen.
Oh, okay. You sure?
Yeah, 8 is enough was Owen. NCIS was...
Might have been Owen again. Equalizer was definitely Owen because I just listened back to that one.
Yeah. Well,
but
yeah.
Again,
and then there was one with Susan, and then last week with Matt was Sholo on Parenthood.
Oh, Parenthood, right, yeah.
And Pat Morita was in there with Happy Days.
That one I just know because, like, it's everything that people share, with Arnold dressed in, or maybe posing in a karate pose and things like that. All of that stuff is shared with the younger cast. I don't feel very much of their previous stuff has been shared unless it's like a birthday wish, and they grab a screen capture or something from a previous show. But that's not talked enough about, actually, some of the people's previous work.
And Carrie just pointed out that NCIS was week 2. That was the week she won.
And
okay. I'm not going to be full of myself at all, but I'm going to say that she only knew that because of me. Because I am a huge NCIS fan, too.
Well,
and
I
like,
agree with...
Oh, my God, Mary was Gibbs's daughter, and yeah, it was a big thing.
It is enough. I credit you for that, too. Like I said,
because that's Ralph. I mean, come on.
Well, sure, and what's funny is, do you remember that one time I did a picture of Ralph in, like, a vest jacket, with the denim jacket over the denim, and then I did one of Marty from the first movie. I didn't even know where that screen capture of Ralph was from.
In a blue jean jacket?
Yeah.
Most likely The Outsiders.
No. I know what The Outsiders is, but no, he had like a one of those bubbly vest jackets over the denim.
Oh, that's Teachers.
Poofy. Oh, see? Yeah, wrong show still.
Yeah, that's Teachers. That's Eddie Palikian.
Sure. Yeah, sounds about right. All right, next question.
Moving on. And this one is for me. This one is hard. Question 19. Daniel runs down the ramp just as Mr. Miyagi is boarding the plane to Okinawa. What seat is Mr. Miyagi's ticket for?
I bet you Mike knows.
Is it 32B, 29A, 16B, or 18A? And if you're the answer to this is actually given several places. The stewardess or the stewardess at the time, the stewardess tells him what seat he's in. And on the show, Daniel has the ticket for the seat next to it in his scrapbook.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Miyagi is in seat 32B.
And again, I want to give a shout out to Mike for, I believe it was his question in one of John Hurwitz's Q&A on Twitter that ultimately led me to reaching out to Becca Kenyon prop master of season 2 because of that very stub, that they reproduced for the show.
Yeah, because it was so obscure but so perfect, and they got it right.
Yeah, it was great. And also, I had to shade Mike because I found her on Instagram, and Mike had already been following her. I'm like, wow, could have given me a heads up some time ago, maybe.
Spread your connections around, people.
Yeah, come on, help me out. All right, it's a really good one.
Everyone got
good.
it. I thought it was so hard, and everyone got it. Look at you, people.
Hey, Kate, is your husband playing, or is he helping?
It doesn't matter either way, right? Same thing.
Well, no, but she says that my husband got this one, so I am wondering if he is playing too.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Maybe they're both fans.
But this one is for Nate.
Question 20. Fill in the blanks to complete this quote. Hey, open up and A is feed me, B is give me money, C is let me in, D is say something.
All of them appropriate. All of them things that Lynn would most likely say.
Yep, and again, here's the example of Moon behind the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Not Jasmine, so
yeah,
there you
but
go.
She didn't rear end anybody. They're just smoking low-calorie pot behind a Captain D's. Which, I mean, if you're going to smoke pot, I guess in the back parking lot of a Captain D's is a good place to do it. All right, so this is a quote, so we do have video clips, and we will go and we will hear the words directly from Lynn's mouth.
Hey, open up and give me money.
And the answer is, give me money.
And unfortunately, Susan Gallagher has already left the group, so that would have been nice too to have her being here to watch her own clip.
Yeah, this has been in here since her week. This
interesting.
This was one of the ones that I put in then. So that's how well everyone's doing, guys. We have not been above 20 since week 2.
All right, so we'll see. Everyone got that one right, I'm assuming.
Everyone got that one right. Yep.
Awesome.
That one's not a hard. I mean, that one's not super hard. But yep, we still have Quicksip, Charles, Kate, and Kevin.
All right, and Kevin is our week 4 champion, so
yes.
Here he is to defend his title.
Defending champ. And moving on into the 20s with Peter. Oh, there we go. It didn't load. There we go.
Question 21. When Mr. Miyagi asks Daniel if he would go to the Halloween dance if he had a costume, Daniel says maybe if he can go as what? A shower, B, Spider-Man, C, a skeleton, or D, the Invisible Man? I can see where you got all of those answers.
Right? And this is one that has been sitting there also since Susan's week. I believe that Mike won on question 22 in week 1. So this one's been waiting a while as well. He did go as a shower. Spider-Man was there. The skeletons obviously were there, but they kicked his ass. He said he would go as the Invisible Man. Which led Mr. Miyagi to, make him a shower.
You say beat his ass. Hayden says it killed him, right? Because the following scene, the tea is what brought him back to life.
Oh, yeah, because Mr. Miyagi is a mystical demon sorcerer.
Yeah, but did you not see the interaction with me and Hayden there? I don't remember if it was in our group or on Twitter. It was on Twitter. Actually, I think it was on Twitter. Okay. Also, real quick here. Now, Spider-Man, we obviously know there was somebody else dressed as Spider-Man that was in the men's restroom. Do you think the Cobras beat his ass so bad that he mixed, seeing that, the Spider-Man costume with who saved him? Or was that just a joke?
When I was 11, yes, I thought that his brains were so scrambled from having been beaten in the head so badly that his brain skipped back to who he ran into in the bathroom. He ran by,
yeah.
That Spider-Man was the only person who knew he was in trouble, and he thought that Spider-Man had followed them and come and saved him.
Yeah.
But then there's also the possibility of, just that he saw Mr. Miyagi jumping down over the fence out of the corner of his eye, And, Spider-Man does that kind of thing, or maybe he was just being sarcastic or whatever.
Sure.
But my initial thought way back when, the first time I saw this movie, was that he got his bell rung so hard that he just assumed the last person he'd seen was the one who came and saved him.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Yeah. It is.
Nate, what's the last thing you dressed up as for Halloween?
The last thing I dressed up as?
Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
Has it been a while since you actually dressed up?
I think I might have dressed up as something last year, but it wasn't like an elaborate, like I planned it. I think it was just like a last minute.
Something you put together?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
Like a last,
It wasn't
sort of animal.
okay. Not Poor Man from season 1 of Karate Kid or Cobra Kai.
No, it was just like a. I don't know. It was just like something I found.
Do you like Deadpool?
Deadpool? I've never seen it before, so.
Oh, okay.
Neither have I. Someone else who has never seen a Marvel movie. At least that one. I've never seen any of them.
That's.
It's a thing.
Yeah. It's a good one. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I remember. I think Gianni really liked the second one too.
Yeah.
Oh, he was telling me that I should watch it.
My kids love Deadpool. My daughter actually is a bigger Deadpool fan than my sons. She's got like Deadpool shirts and socks and all kinds of stuff.
I mean, it's also Ryan Reynolds, so I think either you like Deadpool or you also like him. Nate, are you reading along in the chat room at all?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm about to say something.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody behave. There is a small child. Oh, sorry. A 14-year-old, a young man. I'm a mom and a grandma. Everybody's a small child to me. Anyway, question 22, which has been waiting to be asked since week 1. You guys are doing awesome. When we see Sam in class in season 2, episode 10, No Mercy, she is reading the back of a book. What book is she reading? Is it Lord of the Flies, The Outsiders, A Separate Piece, or Brave New World?
I thought it was Twilight, but that's not even one of the answers.
No. That exists in the same universe where Jaden Smith is, the Karate Kid.
Honestly, I have a story that if it hadn't been for Twilight, I may not have got into podcasting.
Don't make me grateful for anything to do with Twilight. Please?
Yeah, it's fine.
Plus,
it's fine.
I have trichophobia. So the cover of the new book, which was all over Twitter, I ended up muting multiple people because they were retweeting that. Because every time I would get on Twitter, my skin would start crawling. I get flushed. If it gets really bad, I throw up. I cannot look at, because it's like the center of a pomegranate. And I can't look at the little circles right next to each other. It just ruins my whole life. It's a very real thing. Anyway, Sam is reading the back of The Outsiders.
Nate, is that a book you've read?
No, I have not read that book.
Have you seen the movie?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen or I've read any of the options.
Oh, okay. The Outsiders was made into a movie, and Ralph Macchio played a character on it. That's why I asked you.
He played the character. I mean, he was one of the two main characters. So.
No, I mean, so that would make it a character, no?
Yeah, I guess. Did you just graduate from 8th grade, Nate?
Yes, I just graduated.
Okay, because I think all 4 of these, or at least they were, when I was in high school, these were all required reading either freshman or sophomore year. You had to read all 4 of them in those 2 years, but then they would rotate which 2 years it was.
Oh.
So you should be reading them, hopefully. I don't know. Unless they change the required reading list. It happens.
Of those 4, The Outsiders was the only one I've ever had to read for school. I was very familiar with the other books, but at no point did we ever cover them. Nate, real quick before we move on to the next question, but have you seen any movies of Ralph that was not The Karate Kid?
Any movies of Ralph? I I'm really not good with what do you call it? Like
Titles?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
like recognizing people,
Oh, I see. Okay.
faces and stuff. So there's a chance that I have, and I just don't remember.
I'm just
The two most likely would be Crossroads, which was about the kid that played the guitar against the devil,
I've never.
and My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, My Cousin Vinny. Oh, I mean, I think The Outsiders would be a big one too, but he already said he has not.
Right.
Yeah, again, I'm just kind of curious to hear about like the young cast members to see what they think about, either Billy or Ralph in other roles like before Cobra Kai.
Well, I don't think I. Yeah, I don't really remember.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
not even Billy.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Billy in any shows, or at least anything that I remember.
I might have to send you some links to some clips, instead of recommending like an entire movie, just to kind of get your thought for. Sorry, I just read a comment here. Get your thought on them in other roles. But Kyle here says a hot tub time machine for Billy. Not for Nate. Not yet. Anyway,
No.
that one's a little. That's for grown-ups.
No,
Grown-ass
like,
people for that one.
Just one of the guys would be okay for a 14-year-old, but like even Back to School is pushing it because of Rodney Dangerfield.
Sure.
But it was the 80s. Rodney Dangerfield in the 80s. So.
Yeah, that says it all.
Oh my God. Oh
Uh-oh.
my God.
Do we have a winner?
Kate, you made some excellent guesses this week.
Wow.
And they paid off.
Good job.
Yay!
That's amazing. So we have a new winner, Cobra Kate. Kate, are you in our group page by chance?
Yes, I don't recognize. I mean, I've seen her name in the chat the last few weeks.
Right.
But I don't think that I know her from Facebook or Twitter, either one.
So is she? I believe Kate is also our first non-companion to have won.
Yes.
If she's not. Wait. She's on our Facebook page. Okay, so she follows our page, but not in the group. So there we go. All right, Kate, you will have to reach out to us. You can send us a message or on Twitter or Facebook, but get a hold of us and send us your contact information so we can send you this Cobra Kai gym towel.
Yeah, congratulations. That was fantastic. I mean, yeah, I'm with Amy. It's like every round before I gave the answers, you're like, "Oh, I'm going to be out." And then here you are, rose to the top. Kate is the best around.
She definitely wants to join our group, and so I guess, since she already follows the page, we can say that she's like companion adjacent already. So so
she's a companion listener.
There you go.
So yeah.
Awesome.
Very good.
So, I guess I didn't even think about that. Yeah, do you listen to the podcast? If you do, okay, that's an immediate companion. There we go.
Right.
So anybody that supports us is a companion. So, I want to thank everybody that's still tuning in and playing along. Whether you got knocked out first round or even the previous round. Really do appreciate you guys spending the time with us and having some fun today. Nate, want to thank you again for being our guest host. Hopefully you had some fun and learned some things.
There's a lot of things that were. It's amazing that people knew some of them.
Yeah. This, I think maybe as you continue to be part of the show, you will see like how big the Karate Kid was for a lot of us that grew up with this.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal. Not so much Peter because he's a baby, but when I was your age, it was 6 months after the Karate Kid Part 2. So at that point, it was this huge, part of my life, which it always has been, but it was much bigger then because it was more immediate. It was only 6 months before.
I was a baby, yes. I mean, she was definitely in the fandom longer, but I watched it quite a bit too, so I was a fan as I got older.
You were a literal baby in 1986.
Yes, I was.
See?
Well, when Part 2 came out, yeah.
Yeah, see, I was
I guess I was still a baby when the first one came out.
Yeah, but, I was talking about when I was 14, which would be 1987. I turned 16. Turned 14 in 1987. I can count.
Let's see. I turned 14 in 97. Yeah. The year Titanic would be released.
There you go.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies. All right. So again, all the thanks to everybody. If you didn't catch it earlier, we kind of brought up something that John Hurwitz had replied to somebody on Twitter that he had hoped that something will come out in the next week or two. So everyone, keep your eyes and ears open. Something's coming up later. Yes, Mike, thanks for the reminder. Happy Father's Day to the fathers and the single mothers that are tuning in as well. Nate, if you want to give out your Instagram account, do you want to shout that out for people to give you a follow?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's at O.Nate. It's just OH.NATE. It's my last name and my first name. It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple. Yeah, we'll tag you too once we put this up on the podcast, like next week or something. I'm slowly putting them up. I want to space them out because this is the fifth one, and I've put up 2 so far. So I want to space them out a little bit, give each episode some time to breathe. Yep, Brihana, what about you? Where can people find you and follow you for some upcoming stuff and some of your artwork?
I need to actually do something. I've got a story that I haven't worked on in several months that's on Archive of Our Own and fanfiction.net. I haven't made a new video since I did the mock trailer several months ago. That's on YouTube. I haven't done anything since the poster that exploded several months ago.
That people keep stealing. Sure,
yeah. But hey, they credited me. They did.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
But that's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And in all of those places, I am Brihana25.
Also, do we have a new series coming up at all on YouTube?
Hopefully.
Okay. But we're not going to try to throw out any.
I tried to say Wednesday last week, and I've tried to say Monday before, and part of me wants to say, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow, but I have to get off here, go make dinner for the 2 fathers in my household, which would be my husband and my son, and then I have to work, so I don't know that I'm going to have time to edit anything to get it together before work, so we could post it tomorrow, so maybe I'll say Wednesday, but then I've got city council, and I don't know, one of these days...
One of these days, a series is coming.
Yes.
Okay, just we're going to leave you guys on a teaser.
So put Cobra Kai Kompanion YouTube channel on notification. If we do anything big and interesting, you'll know about it as soon as we do it.
That's right. The notification is the important part if you really want it right away. Let me see. I feel like I was going to say something else, but I guess we're kind of method podcasting, right? If the Sony is kind of leaving us on a thread there for season 3, we can do the same with our upcoming series on YouTube as well.
There we go.
We're just what's going
mimicking what we see.
Yeah, we're all busy with our lives.
We're Sony. I've got it, but you can't have it yet.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right, for anybody that wants to follow us on other social media platforms, Instagram, we are at Cobra Kai Podcast. Sometimes I throw some things up on the stories there. I share other people's content as well. On Twitter, I'm at Cobra Kai Pod. Pretty active, I would say. Do some retweeting and some random things here. Shout out to Marvin. He's taken off.
Hi, Marvin.
Yep. And so that's going to do it. Nothing necessarily new episodes coming out yet. That's really planned, some ideas for sure. But if you subscribe to us on any of the podcast catcher app of your choice, just hit subscribe and you'll get the episodes as soon as we put them up. So thanks for anybody that's listening to us in the future on podcast form. Thanks to everybody in the group chat and those that played. Thanks again, Nate, for joining us. And we'll see everyone later.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, absolutely,
Thanks for
Nate.
coming, Nate. It was awesome.
And Nate, stay on too. We're about to disconnect.